What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to the Manga, this time with volume 17, chapter 62, I believe. Yep, chapter 62. We've got to look at the artwork again in a second on the other version I have here, but looking forward to this volume. I don't actually think we've got too many left after this. Again, I'll check that as well. Just a little recap here. I think that says pretty much the same as we've seen a few times, but a nice artwork with the nanas here. always enjoy seeing those two, but as I said, we'll just switch over to this website quickly. I won't be reading this, but just a nice little introduction to this first chapter here. Looks like, yeah, we're just around the corner from Christmas. Some nice views. I imagine that's Komatsu there walking on the street. Yeah, do let me know what you guys think about this chapter down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date. And it looks like we've got about 22 chapters left, so 22 more of these videos, which is 22 weeks worth, so quite a bit actually. But yeah, we're very far through the story, aren't we? We're like, oh, there's loads of little chapters at the start as well. Yeah, we're about, what, 3/4 through, 3/4 through. So yeah, heading towards the end game now. Still lots I want to see. I want to see more of Nana and her sister. Nana Osaka, that is. Nana and her sister. Nobuo's little story last week was fantastic in my opinion. Loved that little bonus story. Yes, yeah, want to see more of Yuri and Nobu. Want to see more of Miu and Yasu. There's Ren and Nana, of course, as well. It's like there's still so much going on. But yeah, let's get into the chapters there. But now, I just want one thing. Courage. To face things once more. Each year during the Christmas season, I put a small tree on the table at apartment 707. No one's there, but I hope an angel will visit. I hope the angel will gently bring happiness. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Yeah, there she is. So, here it is, apartment 707. Who is that we see here? Okay, I always say like, oh, I think it's so and so, but I'm always wrong somehow. Oh, looks like Ren. Oh no, it's the what's it called? Paparazzi guy, I think. The photographer. What does that say? Same dining room. So how did this guy get in here? Trespassing. I say we call the police. Freak. There's Komatsu picking up some mail. Some bills probably. For this place that everyone's still paying for, yet no one lives in. Christmas sale. Nana Ichinose. He does look like a bit of a gangster. it does. I think you can forgive me for thinking this was Ren. It does look like Ren-esque. Look at all these piercings. Does look like a bit of a gangster. Oh, it's Shin? Oh. Oh, okay. Again, some of the character faces, they do look a lot alike. You got to go by style, and like I said, this looks like something Ren would wear. I guess that does make kind of sense considering how lover boys Shin and Ren are. They love each other. But I was thinking, what the hell? That photography guy, he looks like this in his in his downtime, does he? Surely not. But facial wise, there's a few characters that look quite similar, isn't there? And I'm not sure if it's just like Shin looking a bit more mature nowadays as well, but yeah. What was he doing up there? Shin! This is why, again, I shouldn't say who I think it is before it's revealed. I always get it wrong. You didn't answer your cell phone, so I called your house and they said you'd be dropping by here. Oh yeah, sorry. I turned off my cell when I'm working. Is it important? No. I was shooting on location and got homesick. I wanted to see my mama. You know, I'm a mama's boy. Everything looks the same here. Nana had left so many things behind. But the key to the apartment 707 wasn't there. So even now, I'm hoping. And when I open the door, somehow Nana will be there. I've been so busy lately and couldn't stop by much. So all this junk mail was piled up. So annoying. Oh. People just stuff your mailbox here? Nothing you can do. And look at this. I wonder who sent this. Mail that comes to me here always says Komatsu on it. But this says Ichinose. I wonder what it is. Marriage stuff, perhaps? It looks kind of like government-like, doesn't it? It looks serious. There's no stamp or postmark on it. Someone came here to put it in your mailbox, or maybe more likely paparazzi stuff, perhaps. Don't open it. It might be some crazy stalker. But I want to know what it is. 'Tis the season if it's... 'tis the season. What if it's Santa Claus? We don't have a chimney, so... I'm opening it. Yeah, I was thinking, like, you probably shouldn't. Like, you probably should respect other people's... I hate when people open my mail, for example. You should probably respect people's privacy. Yeah, just sometimes it's a bit too alluring. Santa doesn't exist, so don't. But what if it's from Nana? Why would Nana mail something to herself? Now, what is this? What contraption is this? Is that like a special kind of makeup set for... Obviously, I don't think it's makeup. Could be. I don't know. Not sure why scissors would be there. Also, why would scissors be held in whatever this is? I think this is like again like a makeup like set for opening letters and mail. And this is like specifically for opening mail. But you could just use a knife. No way. I felt like someone was saying that to me. But no matter what anyone says, we won't give up. We still believe. And Nana's alive out there somewhere. Oh. Oh, is that why I didn't recognise shit? Are we in the future again? I think we did end the last... It's weird because I had the Nobu bonus story to end off, but did we end off the actual last chapter in the future? I think we did, didn't we? Yeah, we did. So we're still continuing from there? Huh. So we're actually in the future right now. Okay, well, I guess it makes even more sense why I didn't recognise him. Interesting. All this time later, someone's sending mail to Nana? What did they mean by this, though? Oh, is that because no one... We see that she is alive. Why would they think she's dead? Again, it's interesting because we didn't see her in the final episode of the anime. She wasn't there for that, which was kind of sad. But we've seen little bits here and there of her singing in London, haven't we? It's kind of like singing in little clubs and pubs and stuff. So she's out there living her dream, but she doesn't seem to have had any contact, little enough contact to make these guys potentially think she might have died. Like, what the hell? The fuck? That's kind of nuts, right? Like, if she knew that, surely she'd tell them, like, yes, I'm alive and safe. I'd hope. Like, right? What's going on here? Now, Nana's alive out there somewhere. That's kind of crazy. I would have been very confused if I didn't realise this was in the future. But yeah, who the hell's sending her mail here? Fucking, and they're still paying for this place, however far in the future. Fucking hell, this pissed me off. I know, Takami's pretty well off and so on, but they're still paying for this place all these years in the future. It's just insane. Like, they're paid for it from the moment they moved in to now. And how long have they lived in there in that period? Let's just say, for example, it's like 15 years. I don't think it's 15 years. It might have been 10 or something. I don't know exactly the time skip kind of length, but it's enough for Komatsu's child to be. Oh, how old was she? She seemed like she was like 6, 7, 8-ish, I think. Again, I don't really know. So maybe we'll say like 10 years. Just as a good average. We lived there maybe for like a year. Maybe 2 years maximum. And we're paid for it for 8 fucking years. I mean, we've been there every now and then, but no one's using the place. Like, what an absolute waste of money. Again, that's not a big point, but it's just like, would anyone do that in real life? I mean, probably rich people, yeah. Rich people do that, but I don't know. It just seems crazy. But again, like, who the hell is sending mail to someone that lived here 10 years ago? Strange, very strange. Sorry, guys, I can hear my voice sounds a bit. Yeah, Shin's looking good, you know. Again, I think some of that red style has wore off on him. What is it? Gasped. Laugh. Pictures. Loads of pictures, it looks like. Look what song just came on the a randomizer. My shuffle. So it's pictures of her. Okay. And a tape as well. Cassette. What we'd call these. Not a thing nowadays. Although I've been playing quite a lot of Silent Hill 2 and 3, so I'm accustomed to a few cassettes recently. But yeah, I guess this was the photographer, because we saw him there, I'm pretty sure, sending us this. Eh? I mean, that's a nice thing. You guaranteed that she was alive. Like, this is a nice act, right? Kind of seemed like it'd be something terrible from what we saw here. Maybe he's trying to make amends for some trouble he caused in the kind of current time, perhaps, something like that. Who knows? Interesting, though. Interesting. When did the last chapter? I think I've asked this before, and I think you guys have answered me before, so apologies. But when did the last Nana chapter come out? That's saying when you can faces in things. But I better put when you can see faces in things. When was the last Nana chapter? (2010) Bloody hell, really? Yeah, 2010. Holy crap. It's quite insane, actually. It's only released at about around 2000, right? She really done a lot of volumes in a quite a short amount of time there. That's a shame, though. I mean, that pretty much assures this probably won't ever come back, although it's put on hiatus, which is yeah. So this is a horrible way to start a sentence, but I don't want to come off like racist or horrible or problematic or anything like that. But and every country slash place has got their own issues. But how much does it say about Japan's work style that mangakas like this, like Togashi, like Miura, a lot of big mangakas, and that's just the ones I've heard about, like massive titles. Like there's probably plenty that I haven't heard about. But how much does that say about the work over there? The fact that all of these mangakas seemingly get very ill, and like I don't know too much about the Japanese work style, but it's like it seems super fucking intense, and especially when you're trying to get a manga up and running and popular and weekly serializing it and such. How much does that say about how ill that makes people? All these big mangakas, and again, they're just the ones we know about, have had their health kind of turned upside down. I was just thinking, like, there's so much success. Like, it's amazing that this mangaka. I was just thinking about all the games, the TV shows, the movies that came from this manga. Like, it's massively successful, but you don't even really like that success came at the cost of your own health, and is it worth it at that point? I'd say no personally. Prioritize your wealth, health over wealth is what I'm trying to say. Health over wealth for sure, but it's just kind of sad that you achieve this success and what you get in return is actually illness and so on. But like I say, every society and such has got their own kind of issues with work and so on. But I mean, the Japanese work lifestyle just seems to be intense and seems to literally kill people. It's kind of sad, isn't it? I imagine I was just talking about like the amount of volumes slash chapters that came out in such a short span of time from this writer. It's like imagine we actually just like slow down a bit. The corporations and such would never allow that. But slow down a bit, release lower amounts over a longer period of time, and keep in good health and keep quality work up. But it's just like I'm gonna ruin your lives to make a quick buck. This is the corporation. It's going to ruin the manga's lives to make a quick buck now rather than later. Like, yeah, I don't know. That whole point kind of came out of nowhere, so apologies. Just kind of sad. Especially when you see, like in America and such, you had that whole strikes over like 6 months or even a year. I can't remember how long it was, but you had people petitioning for actors and creatives and such for ages over in America, and like fighting for rights. And compare that to the Japanese kind of artists and industry and anime and so on. It's like you guys would be fucking. The Japanese would find it very lucky to have the working conditions that the Americans had, that they were complaining about during that time. I think, I'm not saying it was wrong to complain, because there was a lot of AI stuff and so on, including theirs and there, and AI is a very scary, very very scary future, which pretty much guaranteed, because again, like AI, like why wouldn't you use AI in the future? Why wouldn't you have something working for you that can work yourself and so on? It's like it's almost assured that they're going to take over. So yeah, kind of sad. Hopefully not in our lifetime, but it's looking more probable. Anna, the lotus tattoo, still looking as clean as ever. This tattoo. I'm not gonna lie, I've only ever had one tattoo, and it still looks almost as good as the day I got it, which is quite lucky. But you do see a lot like fade over time. I think it's because if you take care of it well, like during the early stages of having it, it usually sticks pretty nicely. I know. Probably kind of ruined it for myself a little bit because my first one took fucking 7 hours. That hurt like hell. It wasn't in a bad area, it's just on the back of my leg, so it's not in a painful area. It wasn't awfully painful, but it was just like, the worst part was just like trying to stay still for 7 hours. I had no idea it'd take that long though. With the size of it, I thought like, oh yeah, it's just take like 2 or 3 hours, but I know. Every year around Christmas time, I pray for a miracle. Not that I believe in angels or Santa Claus, but isn't the night that Nana and Ren first met? But it's the night that Nana and Ren first met. I guess this was a bit of a Christmas, like it wasn't a miracle, but again, I think it's a nice act. The paparazzi guy sending proof that she's alive out there, enjoying her life. I think anyway, she's singing, so you got to imagine she's enjoying her life right now. And looks like we're back to the past. Welcome. Oh god, here we go. I'm gonna get thrust straight into this situation. Brilliant. What should I do? Well, that was a very intriguing look into the future there, wasn't it? I find it quite interesting how just like at that period of ending of the anime, after then we've had little flashes in and out of the future, haven't we? I find it quite interesting because I'm not sure if we had any before that. I don't think we did, but from that point we've just like periodically had these little flashes. I wonder what the what the mangaka was thinking. Just like, oh yeah, that's maybe she was worried about her health and such. She was like, yeah, sad little parts of the future throughout the story currently. Welcome. What should I do? Will it be just you? I just showed up with no plan. Is it alright if I seat you at the bar? Well, what should I say and how? Welcome. What would you like? Can I see a menu? Sorry, we don't serve enough dishes to put on a menu. We got pork and eggs, squid and eggs, or a combo. Beer or sake? What would you like? I love this. What a handsome middle-aged man. Unlike my dad. I know, your dad's fine. He's a nice guy. I think, especially the older you get, it's less about the way you look, it's more about how you are, isn't it? I mean, that's always how it is, but like, even more so as an older person. You're like, oh, that's the handsome old man. No, you're more common to say, oh no, that's the nice old man across the street. He's really nice. He's a good laugh, rather than he's handsome. Although I'm not a woman, so who knows? I feel like that's the case though. If you stay kind in your old years, which I've always said this as well. Like old people seem to like regress. It's almost like one of these graphs of like you grow older, then you hit middle age, and then you start regressing a little bit back to being a child and having childlike behaviors and such. Going back to like that you were so close to life, if that makes sense. When you were born, you kind of go back to like the beginning of life and the end of life for like the same thing, if that makes sense. So it's hard to explain, but I hope that kind of makes sense. So it makes sense to me that kind of old people kind of go back into kind of childish ways and such. They poo and wee themselves. They let out their opinions and say things that they don't think about, just as a kid would. But yeah, her dad's nice. I like her dad. He gave Takumi a pretty tough time, so that's about as good as an impression you can make on me. Alright then, squid and eggs. And do you have oolong tea? Oolong tea? Alright, coming right up. Feel free to watch some TV. Whatever channel you want. And let's have a guess here. What's going to be on TV? Be cool. I have to calm down and think about what to do. What can you do all by yourself? Screw Karata. Sorry, I'm such a nobody. A tadpole is a baby frog. And so the ugly duckling is my baby. So here's her on the quiz show. And again, we all know she'd be on TV at this time, but Common Sense Quiz Christmas Special. I do like, especially British. I don't watch them too much anymore, but there's been a lot of classic kind of British quiz and TV shows that I've watched over a period of time. Like 8 out of 10 Cats, for example, there's a lot of really great comedy kind of panel shows. A lot of great British ones. Oh, my baby. I wonder what she like. Does she recognize that's her daughter? And whose baby is it? Identify yourself. What should I say? Wahahaha. Nana's just screwing with them. She can't be serious. I can hang your coat and hat up for you. Oh, sure, thanks. Yes, she's a nice woman. She's a nice, average mum. So why did she leave her child? That's the thing. You can't ever. I'm pretty good at reading people. I'm pretty good at perhaps fitting a story with a person, but I don't think you can ever actually kind of, with a situation like her leaving her child, I don't think you can ever presume. There's things you can't presume and can't figure out, and it's best not to. Even if you think a certain thing, it's best not to, because there could be so many answers. And with this, it's like, what could be the reason? I ain't got the faintest clue, and I wouldn't even try to kind of assume why she left her. Well, I already have. I've told you guys before about the way she dressed, the fact that she looked like she kind of wanted to be an actress kind of star, like she looked very glamorous. Nana's mum during that period in time. So maybe she had her own dreams and couldn't look after a child. Maybe she you'd argue maybe she should have aborted it, but perhaps it was too late. Perhaps she figured out she made the wrong choice or something. Again, who knows? There could be a myriad of reasons or possibilities that she might have even left her for a positive reason, if you know what I'm saying. A reason that she actually thought she was maybe helping Osaki in some kind of way. Maybe she was like scared to be a mum and just didn't think she could actually do a good job or something. Again, who knows? Could be hundreds of things. Again, she seems like a very nice woman, so doesn't mean she was always a very nice woman. There must be some mistake. Why should I trust what Search says? If she really was Nana's mother, she wouldn't act so detached. Hi, I'm home. Wow. Hello, Misato. Merry Christmas. Hey, Misato. Misato? Yes. Hopefully you will start figuring out that as well, Komatsu. Didn't I tell you to come in through the back? I think that'll hopefully be our next kind of place, won't it? After this, we'll be like, huh, Misato. Let's talk to Misato and get the fucking truth out of her. Finally. Next question. Oh no, it started already. No. Hey. If you want to watch TV, go upstairs. I'll go upstairs when it gets to a commercial. A Nana freak. And she's cosplaying as Nana. You're in the way. Customers are watching TV. Oh, I don't mind, really. Do you reckon these two will get along now, considering how well Nana and Nana got along? Being her sister, do you reckon these guys will get along as well? Probably. Yep, look at that. I've already seen that. Misato Ihara. Exactly. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's alright. Why don't you sit here and watch? Really? Thank you. Miso, go upstairs. Jeez, alright. You're so mean. So cute. They all are. Maybe the sun's hot too. Man, she looks just like Nana. What Search says is true. She's Nana's little sister. Uehara Misato. Yes. Exactly. Exactly, Komatsu. What's the chance that Miso, I mean Mai, just happens to call herself by exactly the same name as Nana's little sister? Yes, I know Komatsu. Now let's grill her about this. Let's ask some serious questions to Misato Uehara / Mai, or whatever she's going by now. I wouldn't be surprised if Misato knew everything about Nana. I do my homework. It's what keeps me going. She must have found out about Nana's sister and used her name, pretending to be her. But again, like, the question is why? Because obviously Nana doesn't even know. Was it like some kind of clue to her? Some kind of, like, if it was some kind of clue to her, why would Misato, fake Misato, not want the real Misato and Nana to meet at that party? And why would she use that name if it even had a possibility of Nana being interested in it and being like, oh, I'll look that name up? Like, why use it? If you know it, like, why use it? It's so weird. Still got so many questions about it. I'm glad we're getting into it now, though. Again, I was kind of worried it might be one of those things that, with the manga going on hiatus, it might not ever get answered. So there's bound to be some things like that. That's what makes sense. So that woman really is Nana's mother. Next question. Ding. Her new family doesn't know about it. That's why she acts so detached. But she must be worried about Nana. There must have been some extreme circumstances that caused her to leave Nana. There's no way she can't be worried about her. A mother can't not care about her child. Well, that's not true, is it? I mean, you'd hope that would be true for every woman, but there's plenty of mothers out there that don't care about their children. You see some horrible. I used to be quite a fan of, like, I would kind of, like, if you've ever watched what's it called? I'm talking absolute nonsense right now, apologies. Like Mindhunter and stuff like that. I used to be very interested in, like, crime, like real crime kind of situations. You see a lot of women, like, there was one about this woman, like, killing her baby right after it was born in the hospital, like suffocating it, and all sorts of horrible events. Again, it's just the way the world is. There's always going to be horrible people, men, women, mothers, fathers, children. There's always going to be a percentage of messed up people. Hey Shun, when I'm done for the day, can I go back to my place? Huh? Where do you live? Aoyama Cemetery. What? It's an apartment near the cemetery. Alright, that's a nice neighbourhood. Ah. I haven't gotten to stay there at all since our record release. I have to go home for Christmas at least. Alright, that's a good reason. Gin can't complain. I'll drive you there. Thanks, man. Misato's father laughed at Nana's outrageous answers and cooked me some amazing okonomiyaki. I've got good at pronouncing that now, haven't I? What would happen to this peaceful, happy family if they suddenly found out the truth? You're all sitting in watching your own daughter / sister / stepdaughter answer questions on TV. Pretty funny, isn't it? I feel like surely you've got to tell them at some point, right? Why does this happen as well? Like, a song just ends and it doesn't continue on to another song. Even though I've got it on fucking my playlist, which is 500 songs long. Whatever, man. That girl must be a little, just a little younger than Shin. Not old enough to consider her parents as people with their own lives apart from her. I'm a stranger. Nothing I can do. Thank you. Please come again. I don't know why I want to read that in Apu. Didn't they cancel Apu? Isn't Apu like no? I haven't seen The Simpsons for fucking ages. I used to love getting home at like 4 p.m. after school, having tea and such, and then 6 p.m. fucking Simpsons come on. That was the childhood right there. But I haven't watched Simpsons in ages. But I did see something like years ago about how they like cancelled Apu for like being racist or something. You guys like not watch South Park or Family Guy, bro? I mean, I know Simpsons is in that same realm. Is not in that same realm of Family Guy or South Park, but come on, man. I think it's because it was voiced by like a white guy, but I'm pretty sure again, like everyone in South Park is voiced by a white guy. Yeah, rest in peace, Apu. But yeah, you just wanna when you hear this, you just want to read it in Apu, don't you? Thank you. Come again. I need some directions to where I'm headed. Can you come outside and show me? But I can't just go home without saying anything. Oh boy, where are you going? I'm Nana Ichinose. I don't know, I get confused sometimes because I'm expecting to see Nana Komatsu there. My bad. Like, who's Ichinose? It's like, oh yeah, that's the last name of that bastard who we haven't seen for a long time now, actually. I came here from Tokyo. Oh, from Tokyo? I'm married to Takumi from Trap Nest. That kind of makes you sound like you're showing off a little bit. My husband's from Trap Nest. Those eyes. If she's Nana's mother, she must have read the magazine. The article mentioned that I was Nana's best friend. So she really is. A weekly magazine is trying to write an article about Nana and her long-lost mother. Oh shit, we're really getting into it right now. I wasn't expecting this to happen on the first meeting. Holy shit. Kind of makes me worried because will there ever be another meeting now? Will she want to see Natsu again after this? She might just want absolutely nothing to do with all that, which is probably what is the case. She probably does want nothing to do with all that. Probably feels that that situation is long past, if you know what I'm saying. There's nothing she can do. So why get involved? Sorry guys, again, I'm really struggling to breathe through my nose right now. Since you're not a celebrity, I don't think they'll print your real name. But I don't know how specific the article will get. If the reporters find out about this place, they might start shaking it out. Before that happens, I'd like to talk to you about what might be the best thing to do for your family's sake. And for Nana's. I'm sorry. But I don't have anything to do with it. Damn. Little flashback to her old self. She's definitely got that same kind of scary-ish face as Osaki, doesn't she? Scary eyes. Quite alluring eyes. Reporters already came here several times, but what they're saying is all made up. I don't know what they're talking about. The search will write a story on you, but it's all lies, so we can only ignore it. But it doesn't matter if it's true or not. But no matter what the truth is, when the rumours spread, a lot of people will believe it. That may be fine with you, but your family will pay. Wow. It's none of your business. I know you came from so far away, but you're inconveniencing me. Please don't come back. Again, that's the classic Japanese fucking loveliness right there, isn't it? Fuck off, get away from me, you're annoying me. No, it's sorry, you're inconveniencing me. That's such lovely way to be, isn't it? Again, it's such a shame you've got such lovely people, such united kind of people and people as a nation. Like I said, under the work conditions I was talking about earlier. Like I mentioned this a lot. You get that extreme, like the extreme side of anime and such, where it's so weird and different from many other media sources around the world. It's so crazy in comparison because they need that release from such a crazy work style. I believe that perhaps that niceness and that kind of responsibility and kindness comes from that place as well, where it's like extreme kindness, extreme kind of politeness, extreme politeness to again kind of go with that extreme work. Kind of, it's all extreme. If you know what I'm saying, everything's extreme in Japan. There's nothing that's just like what anyone else would like consider normal. It's always like extremely kind, extremely hardworking, extremely weird in terms of like anime and such, and desires and such over there. It's interesting to think about. No, so that's why like a lot of the best games and such come out from Japan. Why? How can you act like this doesn't concern you? Oh damn, she slammed the door on her. Surely it must be so weird to see your own daughter like falling over your other daughter like this though. There's something lovely about this though, isn't there? A little sister looking up to her big sister like this, not even knowing that that's her big sister. There's just something really, really lovely about that, isn't there? I have to do something. I have to at least try to protect Nana myself. But it sucks, not knowing what else I can do. Jugga jugga. Thank you. It was a setup. It was a setup this whole time. Kurata. Search by hiragana. Yasu. What did Nana's mother say? She's scaring me. Nothing? I saw you talking to her outside the restaurant. Again, I think this is the guy that sent the photos of Nana in the future. So it's like, it's still weird that he's so connected to all this in the future, isn't it? Like, that's very weird. What is his deal, like, having such investment in this situation? Obviously, it's his job right now, but again, how is he so invested that in the future he goes to London, takes photos of her and sends them to Komatsu? Like, how'd you get that deeply involved from where he is at this point? Kind of nuts, isn't it? I saw you talking to her outside the restaurant. We didn't talk about anything. Just tell me. No. N-O. No. I'm not sure how I'd say that. Is it like N-O? N-O. He's got another one of his classics. Guy's good with his photos, isn't he? Oh shit. Oh shit. We've never seen anything surrounding this in terms of like Shin and Reira haven't been found out whatsoever till this point. So this is a bit of a bombshell here, isn't it? This is career ruiner right here for Reira. This is a career ruiner. And obviously this would hurt Shin a hell of a lot as well. You'll be going to prison, Reira. Although I say that she probably won't actually be going to prison because there's no evidence. It's just a photo of these two looking slightly intimate, and that's not enough evidence to arrest someone for being a one of those. But the public eye will fucking turn on a quick time. It doesn't matter if you take this photo away. I got plenty of copies. You can't print that, please. Fuck, I hate this guy. But like I said, in the future, he seems to be a decent guy. So what the hell's up with this dude? Of course you don't want it to go to print. You sacrifice yourself to keep her relationship with Ren a secret. This would ruin all that. Reira's a princess you have to clean up after. But don't worry. Just tell me everything Miss Uehara told you, and the photo will disappear. Will it though? It won't. It won't. You're still going to keep them, you rat bastard. Why wouldn't you keep them? Like, would you ever actually just like burn these photos even if someone agreed to do something you said? No. Huh? I sacrificed myself? And what relationship with Ren? What? Takumi didn't tell you? This is bad. Huh, what are they talking about here then? You sacrifice yourself to keep her relationship with Ren a secret. So she didn't know about she did know about the Reira Ren stuff, right? Or did she not? I thought she did. Good job, photographer. Good fucking job. Well done, you. Oh, again, she only just now finding out about Ren potentially. Again, we know it wasn't a thing, but Ren and Reira's photos. Well, she knew about that. I thought she knew about this. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Okay. Again, I assumed she did. I knew that she didn't know that Takumi was doing all this, the marriage and photography stuff to cover it up. So it's quite a shot there, though, isn't it, of her shattering. Merry Christmas. Dick of the devil? What are you doing up so early in the morning? It's noon already, master. It's our day off. Let me sleep. We came to see if you're cheating on your wife. Swarm. Not gonna lie, I was gonna bring that up earlier. I was like, we haven't seen him for a long time, so I imagine he's probably been cheating on Komatsu. Is that a Macedonia flag? You guys sure seem to be in a good mood. You don't seem too worried about getting caught together in those photos. I found something. What? Ramen? Ta-da! Is this a bomb? Christmas crackers. Can you eat them? This is England. That's their Christmas thing. Oh, is this just like an English thing? I thought this was a thing a lot of places. Every Christmas we see these in England. Usually pull them with another person. Whoever, it's not really who's strongest. Whoever's luckiest really gets 2 bits, and the other person gets nothing. And in the middle is the is like a little like a little joke or a little present or something. It's usually nothing amazing, or some little fun contraption. And again, whoever pulls 2 gets that one in the middle. So you get loads of these at Christmas. Is that only like a British thing then? I don't know. I assumed that was a thing kind of a lot of places. So yeah, just like this, like one side would get nothing here, and the other side would have the kind of like toy. In this case, a butterfly on the right side. You're not meant to do it by yourself. Yeah. Wow, they have weird things inside. Even playing cards. Can't you wait till the party tonight? Don't open them all. Oh my god. Rayra. Yeah, you get little things like this, little like green little party hats and so on. Fun little things they are. You're lying. There's no way Ren and Ray were hooked up. But it's a fact they spent the night together in Ren's room. That doesn't mean they hooked up though, does it? I mean, if you're thinking like, as an adult, obviously you're like, oh yeah, man and woman spend night together. They obviously got it on, but they didn't, I don't think. Well, I say I don't think. I'm pretty damn sure we didn't see any of it, if they did. But like I said, when you're an adult, things like this are like, it's almost a certainty. Like, oh yeah, so and so are staying together tonight. You know what's happening. Even if it isn't what's going on. Even if you say it's not possible. If Takumi made a deal like that with Search, he'd tell me. Why would he need to hide it from me? You big liar. Well, you have the right to believe what you want. But it's not good to let someone in your husband's precious band scandal come public now, is it? What happens to Trap Nest affects your livelihood too. So then Shin. Yeah, I think even worse would be, I mean, I know their band would kind of be ruined, which is bad, but I feel like Shin's emotions such would be the worst outcome for this, wouldn't it? Seeing this, seeing her son like this, so that would be the worst outcome. Is that why they broke up? But Miss Uehara didn't tell me anything for real. Yeah, she didn't actually say anything, so... Oh, this was our last chance. She said it was all lies. That I was just bothering her. And don't do anything to interfere with this. When this article goes to print, that photo will disappear. I promise you. How do you feel, Mr. Karate, making young women cry on a train like this? How do you feel? Do you feel good about yourself? You could just not print any of these, if you so wished. You could just delete all this evidence, if you so wished. But you wouldn't be a good photographer / paparazzi if you did that, would he? So. Do you feel good about yourself? This is like literally how you affect people. Like he affects people like this all the time, I imagine. But it's like it's right in front of his face now. I think it's like scammers, like people will scam people like over the phone. They get like Indian scammers and such. They'll scam people over the phone because they don't see their actions. There's not like a kind of tangible kind of reaction from them because they don't see what they kind of cause and affect. They just gain the profits from it and such. But like if these people were faced, I mean, they're scummy bastards. So maybe even if they were faced with what they kind of cause, they'd still do it. But you'd hope, like as a human being, if you're shown what the repercussions of what you're doing is right in front of your face, you'd stop it just like this, like right, like. Imagine you're doing your job and you make someone feel like this. Like, what would you do? I mean, I said before about how I quit my first job because of how it made me feel. It was pretty much scamming people. It was for a cold calling company where it would be under the guise of getting money for charity. Like you cold call people, you'd ask them to help. But to send a payment for, I think it was like blind people or something along those lines. I think there was a few kind of scenarios and charities. I say charities in quotes because again, I never got a sale and I quit after a week because I got fired after a week. Because again, I wasn't doing very well because I didn't believe in it because it was, you expect when you're sending money to charity or something, it would all go to charity. But I think like a big portion of the money that people would send, like more than 50%, I think, would actually just go to the company that I worked for that kind of handles the cold calling. So like people would send like a tenner, for example, more than half that would actually just go to us, the company, and literally less than a fiver would go to the charity. And I just found that scammy and disgusting. So yeah, that was probably the worst job I've ever worked, and it was my first one. So yeah, hated that. And this is like that, but like worse. This is like that, but worse. Fucking paparazzi shit. Kind of sad, because as a photographer, you'd probably imagine this guy had dreams of like doing like wildlife, nature photography, and all sorts of like really cool stuff. But no, you end up at a paparazzi fucking newspaper, spying on people and doing all sorts of dark shit. Don't tell anyone about this. I mean, Komatsu is clearly very uncomfortable with it all as well. Was it? It was nice doing business with you. But again, he seems like a decent guy in the future. Like, he's helping us out with some of the photos he sends in the future. So like, what is this guy's fucking deal? What is this guy's fault? He's a mysterious fellow, isn't he? I'm sorry, Nana. And again, well done for making this woman cry on the fucking train, you bastard. But Shin's the one I'm worried about most. It's horrible that he's actually had to give her the ultimatum, isn't it? Like, this friend or this friend. And it would be worse for Shin, I think, wouldn't it? But it's horrible that you have to decide like which friend would it be worse for. It's bad for both of them. Horrible what this guy's doing. And it's not even like we do one or the other. It's like if you get involved in any way with the Osaki stuff, if you try and stop it, we'll print both. It's like, and they could just choose to print both anyway, and it's just like, yeah, well. And the good question is like, why? What's stopping them from printing both? First of all, and like, why wouldn't they? Even if this guy did promise to Komatsu right here, why wouldn't they still print both of them? Like that Reira Shin story would go fucking mental. That would be a very popular story. His eyes worry me. They change every time he blinks. They get cold or they get teary. But Nana, you're strong and righteous. You can determine your own fate. I agree. You'll be alright. It's Karata. Sorry it didn't pan out. Told you, idiot. Suzu's not the kind of person to cave into emotion and confess. It's alright. I'll get it ready for today's deadline. Other rags are on it now too. Where did these guys lurk for these photos, man? Fucking sake. Terrible. The end of the year issue streets one day early. The editor. Are you sure this really isn't Reira? Of course not. If we had such a big scoop, we would have put it out already. So they can't fully confirm it's her. Like, there's no tattoo like what we see on the photos of Osaki in the future. That got sent to Komatsu. Like, you can tell it's her the way she looks, but mostly because of the tattoo. There's no kind of major features on Reira here that say it's her, is there? Except for the kind of curly hair, but many a woman could have this hair and wear this outfit. So yeah. I'm too busy for your stupid questions. But she looks just like Reira. Who is she? I don't think they look that much alike. Only Karata picks up on fine details like that. Who is she? Okay, well, obviously I wish Komatsu knew this, but that would never happen. We need an insider, don't we? Just like the paparazzi do, like they're spies and so on. We need an insider in the paparazzi to try and ruin their business. She's just one of it. It kind of sucks though, because like I say ruin their business. Like I'd be happy for a lot of these guys to be ruined, but like there's also just like innocent like people that have a job at these places that don't do anything terrible, and they'd lose their job as well. So yeah, it's all kinds of complex. She's just one of a bunch of ladies Shin hung out with before their debut. She's not a celebrity. She's not worth writing about. He had heaps. But that is her. He gets that many. Tell him to send a few my way. I'm lonely too. But now that he lives in the dorms, he's being a good little boy. I wish he'd give us a reason to write about him. Isn't that just a horrible mindset? I wish that guy had done something horrible so we could write about it. Like, what the fuck? Well, such a warped view of people to like wish these things, haven't you? Like, surely this guy's life is like all kinds of messed up, like socially, because he just can't get past his thought process on humans and his paparazzi thought process. Perhaps he's really good at separating work from social, but I kind of doubt it, honestly. Really? What's this? Not Reira, is it? Is that Reira? They weren't seeing each other. They're back again? I mean, this shot here kind of makes me feel like it is Reira. Welcome home. Who is this? I think that's Reira, but I also thought Reira was in England, so I don't know. Hey Nana, why didn't I win? I don't get it. I know. You answered the most questions. They suck. Wow, Miso. I just want to call all this extra cap and go on our tour now. Oh, Hachiko says she wants to go on all the shows, so I invited her along. You'll be at all the same hotels. It'll be fun. I just wanted to see you. See you. To see you. And I walked that road. Up to that room. Countless times. And I'll be Back to the Future again now. Okay. Fucking hell. Doing this quite a bit today, aren't we? So I'm guessing that is Reira because it looks a lot like her, but it also kind of looks a bit more mature than Reira. I don't know what it is, but like, I don't know. Is it me or? She looks got the same hair, of course, but I don't know. Something about the face just looks a bit more. I don't know. I think that is Reira, but like I said, isn't she in England? Like, there's Reira. I recognise this woman as Reira. Right here. Maybe it isn't Reira in that photo. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, I'm just having like I'm probably very wrong about this. But what if this whole time Shin hasn't been seeing Reira? Maybe it's just a woman that looks exactly like Reira and he's been seeing her this whole time. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. But maybe he's found a woman that looks exactly like Reira. Perhaps that's what it is. And maybe during some of those past sequences, I mean, perhaps thought it was Rayra, perhaps it was actually this girl. Again, probably not right there, but I'm assuming this is a different woman. That looks a lot like Rayra. And he's like, he looks like this because he knows that's not Rayra. Just like, he gets a bit giddy at the start here because, oh, it's Rayra. But then he's like, oh, it's not. He's kind of disappointed because it's not Rayra. It's over that, or he's kind of disappointed that he's kind of not, that he's given in to his temptations. I don't really know. If any of you guys would like to tell me what you think without spoiling, that would that'd be appreciated. Yeah, Back to the Future here. Anna. Again, I can't believe this karate guy's still making Komatsu cry all these years later. What a lovely man. Agorat. I want to see you right now. And that does look like that's it. Oh. Oh, Saki. Looking very a relaxed outfit, which I really like. I like that. And yeah, that's it. So I won't read this. I think that's the start of the next volume, isn't it? Nice little cover there. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, some very interesting stuff here. A lot of karate, a lot of him making a woman cry, not in a good way. But yeah, again, do let me know your guys' theories and what you guys think about what we did cover today. Leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with these reactions. I'll be back same time next week. Again, it'll be Tuesdays from here on out. I would have already uploaded on Tuesdays from a couple weeks now, but as I said, it'll be Tuesdays from here on out. So I'll see you guys next Tuesday with volume 14, chapter 63, I believe.